So I'm kind of like excited to bring this game to you. This is in space. So, like all you Star Wars fans, you want to be in space and everything, and fly a spaceship. This game is for you. So, it's kind of like a space flying simulation game, right? So, I haven't played World War II yet. I'm gonna get to that, but it's kind of similar to that, I guess, right? You're flying in space. You think you're in space. It looks like you're in space. You shoot missiles, everything, right? So the gameplay is pretty good. Surprisingly, there was no motion sickness, and you're looking all over your cockpit, and you're looking here, and once you get the controls right, you have to go in settings and make sure you set your controls right. But no motion sickness at all. This is a pretty good game if you want to just fly around in space and have some dog fighting. So this is in space. Once again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. These videos are not sponsored. These are my opinions only. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. So here we go, in space.
Two illegal miners have been spotted in the Thanatos crystal field. These crystals are extremely rare and are used in the creation of warp gates and drives. What you see before you is part of two major crystal accumulations that formed millennia ago around the binary planetary system known as Nyx and Erebos. Destroy the miners before they can escape and sell off what they stole. Targets in range. Don't let them escape. They know every ounce counts. The last thing we need is for the critical fragments to fall into the wrong hands. Accomplished, pilot. Miners and cargo eliminated. Head back for debrief. Your ship's warp drive is suffering from interference, so you'll have to use the warp gate. Make your way there. We've received troubling news. One of our spies reports that the Resistance has a warp drive prototype. He'll be extracting the prototype and meeting you at a rendezvous point. Return to base, contractor. Your next mission will follow shortly. It's an ambush. Brace for an attack. We see 5 enemy fighters on your scan.
Shield crystal.
While you were at debrief, our agent successfully stole the TLM warp drive prototype. Unfortunately for him, the ship he escaped in was rigged with a remote self-destruct. We suspect the cargo was also remotely ejected and need you to ensure that the Resistance does not get the device back. Beating them there shouldn't be an issue since they'll have to use the warp gate network. Lucky for us, this is where our new Minos prototype allows a distinct advantage. Getting you in the system before our enemies without putting the carrier at risk. That ends if the Tartarus Liberation Front achieves a working prototype.
Scanning. Empty.
Warp signatures detected. Looks like the TLF scouts have arrived. The prototype is UTC intellectual property. If they're so interested in our intellectual property, oblige them. Your trigger finger is resting on some. Bingo. That's gotta be it. Grab it and go before more of the TLF show up. The additional mass is too much for a small warp drive of 3 hours. My mission control ship is sitting just a small distance from the AO. We're warping to you. Sit tight. Beta Onager Alpha, the Condottiera's mission control freighter. Rendezvous and transfer the device, and step on it. This ship isn't meant for combat. Cargo transferred and preparing to warp. Another wave of TLF fighters has arrived. Keep them off Onager Alpha while we triangulate our warp vector. Warp jump aborted. Further scans indicate the device is a bomb. Keep the fighters at bay while we save the device. I doubt they've even made enough progress to make a prototype. Warp out, contractor. We'll be right behind you. This is the Liberation Front science station in which our agent was embedded before he perished. The local nebula interferes with communications, so external comms relays are required. Obviously, the message will get out that one ship is raiding the external platforms. What we don't want immediately advertised are the boarding parties will be sending to capture the station immediately after you complete your mission. Destroy the arrays and take their voice. Expect fighter intercept from the local station and defensive emplacements near the relays.